And still on Donald Trump, Mr. President wasted no time implementing sweeping changes after being sworn in as the 47th President of the United States.
Now, President Trump, in his first series of executive orders, reversed several policies, including the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Agreement and ending birthright citizenship.
Our reporter
George Maringa, of course, gives us a closer look at what this actually means.
And of course, these controversial decisions, as you'd want to look at it, and the potential implications home and abroad.
Absolutely.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
On January 20th, 2025, newly sworn-in President of the United States, Donald Trump, wasted no time in taking executive action. Fresh from taking oath of office, he swiftly signed a series of orders targeting immigration reform, national security, and government overhaul. He closed his first day with an avalanche of executive orders.
Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end.
Trump started by signing a broad order to roll back programs that recognize transgender and non-binary individuals. He revoked a Biden directive aimed at preventing discrimination based on gender identity or sexual orientation. Trump also signed an order designating two genders only, male and female, and declaring that they cannot be changed.
Today I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense.
Conspiracy. But perhaps the executive order that got tongues talking and heads shaking is the directive to withdraw once again from the landmark Paris Climate Agreement, dealing a blow to worldwide efforts to combat global warming and once again distancing the US from its closest allies. The pact is aimed at limiting long-term global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, or failing that, keeping temperatures at least well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels.
Actually, he made the clarion call, drill, baby, drill. In other words, he's going for petroleum, oil, and so on. To make America great again. So he's resorting to old energy. And of course, the executive orders are going to deal with some of the green energy proposals, including electric vehicles that his predecessor had put in place, Joe Biden.
Trump also signed a letter to the United Nations indicating his intention to withdraw from the 2015 agreement, which allows nations to provide targets to cut their own emissions of greenhouse gases from the burning of coal, oil, and natural gas. Those targets are supposed to become more stringent over time, with countries facing a February 2025 deadline for new individual plans. On his most defining issue, immigration, Trump signed several executive orders. He moved to end birthright citizenship, an action that would exclude the children of undocumented immigrants from the right to citizenship by birth that was established under the 14th Amendment. Immigration groups and civil rights organizations were finalizing legal challenges Monday night, setting up Trump for one of his first lengthy court battles. The U.S. president also increased immigration enforcement authorities, declared a national emergency at the southern border, moved to end so-called catch and release policies that allow migrants parole while awaiting their court hearings, resumed construction of the border wall, and moved to resurrect, quote-unquote, remain in Mexico, a policy from his first term that required asylum seekers to wait in Mexico for their cases to be processed.
Our golden age has just begun.
It is not yet known which of Trump's exhaustive list of executive actions will have immediate impact, which are purely symbolic, and whether Congress or the courts can limit their impact. George Maringa, TV 47, Nairobi.